Well, welcome back, my lovelies. Today I'm gonna play with makeup from Ross. If you're from a different country, it's kind of like TJ Maxx or TK Maxx in the UK. Maybe even cheaper, right? Slightly cheaper makeup products that I'm very excited about. I'm gonna first start with eyes. That's why my full face is naked and bare. I wanna do the eyes first because just in case the eyeshadows have a lot of fallout, I don't really feel like cleaning up the eyeshadow or the concealer, so let's start with the eyes. I found this one eyeshadow palette by Essence. It's I'm with the band eyeshadow palette, and it's brand new. Nobody has swatched it or touched it, which is nice. And at Ross, it retails for $5.99, but I checked on their own website and it's still in stock for $5. So I paid a little bit extra at Ross, even though I thought I was gonna save some money. I'm first gonna start with a little bit of concealer. I'm using NARS Soft Matte. I'm going to prime the eyelids, especially for eyeshadow. I like my eyelids to have some kind of tackiness. That's why I really like either concealer or an eyeshadow primer to go underneath the eyeshadow.
And you didn't get that from Ross, right?
No, this is not from Ross. Okay, I'm gonna go with this shade right here, this really kind of pale lilac color called Californication. I'm just taking like a big fluffy brush and I'm kind of putting that all over the eyelid, and it does have some shimmer to it. A lot of these shades have shimmers, only the darker shades don't. So I want this to be my transition color, just nice and light. I'm gonna create like a nice purpley blue eyeshadow look. I'm definitely seeing something on my lids, which is really good. And I'm using my e.l.f. brushes for this look. Next, I'm gonna take this shade right here and this shade right next to each other. I'm gonna mix them together and apply it a little bit more precise in the crease, but still kind of blow it out. I'm taking a lot smaller crease brush, just kind of focusing that a little bit more in the crease, a little bit more precise. Then I think I'm gonna introduce some blue shades. I'm gonna work with these three right here. I think first I'm gonna take a little bit of this like cobalt blue. It's called Chasing Waterfalls. I'm gonna take it on that same brush. I'm just gonna clean it off using this right here, the color cleaner. Just get this on Amazon. It's gonna take like the smallest amount. And then I'm gonna take this darker shade. Actually, I'm just gonna use my fingers for this. I'm gonna go in with this color right here, this blue. I'm gonna apply that right in the center. I wanna see how dark that looks. That's pretty. All right, I'm going back over with a brush just to help kind of blend this in. And it's just kind of taking off that color a little bit, and it's becoming super patchy. I'm gonna go on the other side, and I'm gonna take this color right here, and we're gonna work that kind of in the outer crease just to get a little bit of that darkness. I wanna take a little bit of pink right here and kind of put it in the inner corner. This one is called Jump Around. I'm gonna take it in a smaller little fluffy brush, place it like right here in the inner corner. I'm gonna take a darker shade, Where Is My Mind, right here, and this is a matte shade. Kind of looks like a little gray and not totally black. On an angled brush, I'm just gonna kind of pat that right into the outer corner. It's kind of hard to work with all these like darker shades, especially that most of these are shimmers. You see, the more I go over the eyeshadow, the more it's coming off. But I'm gonna clean the bottom. I do have mascara that I picked up from there as well. This is by Manna Kadar Beauty. That's how you pronounce it, Manna Kadar Beauty. This is their Size Matters Curling Mascara. It's long lasting, smudge free, and this retails for $2.99. Wow, fascinating wand. Kind of looks like a caterpillar, honestly. The wand is very, very intriguing. Not too much mascara is coming off of this wand. This wand is a little bit too stiff. but it's also like kind of fluffy in a way. For foundation, I'm taking my Shiseido just because I couldn't find any face products. I went to 2 different Rosses and I couldn't find anything. So I got what I could, but I'm just using as many products from Ross as I can.
Ross doesn't have too big of a selection, does it?
It really doesn't. TJ Maxx had a much better selection, and Marshalls.
Yeah.
I keep cleaning up the eyeshadow and it just keeps like falling. Okay, we're gonna take some concealer. I'm gonna use that same concealer, the soft matte one. And I'm just gonna take the same brush and just kind of just stamp it underneath. I'm gonna do my eyebrows right now. And again, I didn't find anything at Ross for eyebrows. I'm just gonna do my own using full brow pencil. For the lower lash line, I kind of want it to be a little bit more purple and pink. So I'm gonna take some more tiny little brushes. This is by Real Techniques. And I'm gonna take this shade right here. This is called Say My Name. This one right here. I keep digging my nails into these eyeshadows. And I'm just gonna stamp it just because a lot of these have a lot of fallout. And then let's go in with a little bit of this shade right here, Purple Rain. Gonna go right on top of that. And a little bit of this one right here. What's My Age Again? Really focus that on the outer corner. This darker purple. And then I'm gonna take a tiny little brush without anything on it. Just kind of very gently smoke that out. And a tiny little brush like this, I'm gonna take Jump Around, this pink shade, and kind of focus that right here in the inner corner. And bring that down to the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take this lightest shade right here, Enter Sandman, on the same brush, and kind of just go on top of that, right in that inner corner, just to kind of brighten everything, just a little bit. I'm gonna take that same mascara, don't even know where I put it. For bronzer, I'm taking my Surratt Beauty. I also couldn't find a bronzer in both of the Rosses that I went to. Does your local Ross also have a place where there's like a glass case? I saw makeup there, but I only saw like lipsticks and lip glosses. I saw some from Bite Beauty, but I didn't see any like complexion makeup, like concealer, foundation. I did pick up a blush. This is by Lorac. It's called Luma and has a satin finish, and this retails for $6.99 from Ross, which is nice. It's a very light pink, kind of matches the look. We'll try not to go too heavy-handed with it. Ooh, wow, that's a very pigmented. Kind of worked on the back of my hand. I would go with a little bit more of a nudie blush, but I guess we're just gonna go with this look right here. This is a pretty blush. And then for a highlighter, even though I feel like I don't need a highlighter, we're gonna go with Laura Geller, the Life Glows On Illuminating Palette. And this one retailed for $5.99, which is a nice price. I'm not sure which, I feel like all three might look good. Let's start with this one right here. It's called Diamond Dust, just to very gently. It kind of matches the look. It's like a pink purple iridescent to it. And then for lips, I picked up Bare Minerals Matte on the Double. This is $7.99. You get Boss Matte, well Boss, and then Swank. I'm not even sure which lip color to go for. Let's try this one. It smells like chocolate. I kind of want to put this color on top. I feel like it's a little bit too brown for this look.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go a little bit more purple. That looks better, right?
Yeah.
All right, that completes the final look. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with how it came all together. I had to kind of trust the process. The eyeshadows, the more I started putting colors on top of each other, especially the darker colors, it started looking a little bit kind of like muddy in a way, but like gray, dark muddy. And it started taking away that blue eyeshadow that I really wanted to pop. And I kept going over with my with my finger over and then very lightly kind of blending it all together, and it would just kind of take the color away. I think it looks pretty good, but I feel like I could have done a much better job if the eyeshadows kind of allowed me to. There was a lot of fallout, but honestly, for like what, $5 this palette is from their website, it's not bad at all. You can really make something really pretty, but you kind of have to work a little bit harder to make it all work together. I think the only thing I'm not really a fan of is the mascara. Something with this wand and the formula, it feels a little bit too stiff, and it was kind of hard to layer the mascara on top. So I'm not really the biggest fan of the mascara, and it wasn't that really cheap. You know, I'd rather just stick with my Maybelline Lash Sensational or just stick with Essence that's like under $5. So if you're looking for something inexpensive. I'm really liking this lip combo. I think it's really pretty for fall. It seems like a really comfortable formula right now, and I had nothing underneath to make it a little more hydrating, so it feels so far pretty good. And I really like the blush. The highlight is okay. You can it's a very intense highlight, but you can really kind of chill it out, go over with like a dampened beauty sponge on top of it to help blend it all together. Yeah, I'm kind of sad I didn't get too much makeup products, but I kind of got what I could find. There was a lot of like nail stuff, a lot of brushes, things like that, but not a lot of actual makeup products you could like do a full face with, at least not in my local Ross's. But yeah, please let me know what you guys think of this look. It's kind of out of my comfort zone, the blues and purples, but I think it looks pretty good. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. Please share your favorite makeup products from like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, those types of stores. But for now, thank you for watching, spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye.